A unified Europe and NATO must jointly tackle Russian aggression and its undeclared war on Ukraine if the growing Kremlin threat to the continent's peace and security is to be successfully repelled. That was the unequivocal message delivered by Polish President Bronislaw Komorowski on Wednesday when he addressed the special session of the German parliament convened to mark the 75th anniversary of the outbreak of World War II. One of the elements that were always undoubtedly the aim of Russian politics was to achieve an internal divide within the NATO alliance and the European Union. The strength of Polish actions and the strength of assistance for Ukraine lie in the fact that we managed through consistent actions of supporting Ukraine to make the problem of Ukraine the problem of the whole European Union and not only a problem in Polish-Ukrainian relations. So an attempt to return to an earlier position would, in my opinion, be a mistake and would not be beneficial for Ukraine. Komorowski evoked the spirit of European unity that defeated Nazi Germany. The last 25 years was an unbelievable history of building a unified Europe by Poles and Germans. It was an extraordinary history of reconciliation, which remembers the millions of graves, the ashes rising in the smoke of the crematoria, the rubble of the rising Warsaw, and also the ruins of Berlin, which used the fantastic tradition of 1989 to build and continue building a new hope for Europe and the world. The Polish leader also indicated that Russia's military intervention in Ukraine would backfire. One of the responses to the war in Ukraine will be a strategic reinforcement of NATO's eastern flank through a constant presence of allied forces and forward logistic infrastructure in border countries, and also the heightening of readiness of the response forces and expansion of the role of the Szczecin Command, which is based on Polish, German and Danish troops. The news came as Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko said Russia had removed 70% of its forces from Ukraine, raising tentative hopes the peace process may be gaining traction. At least 3,000 people have died since Russia began its aggression back in April.